Hello, my name is Sam Watson, and today I will be demonstrating the technique of spooling line on a fishing rod. The technique of spooling line on a fishing rod is simply adding line to a lineless fishing rod and reel. So starting off, the basic parts of a fishing rod is the butt, or also known as the stock here at the end. The long shaft here is known as the actual rod. The small holes that hang from the rod here, that go from just about a quarter way up the rod to the tip, is known as the eyelets. And then with the actual reeling mechanism here at the bottom, the crank to reel is the actual reel. The mechanism in which the line goes around, which giving line in and out from, is known as the spool. And the device which opens and closes to stop the line and let out is known as the bail. So, starting off with spooling the line, you want to pick your desired fishing line. Take the line and start from the end eyelet of your rod. Come in on the end eyelet and run it all the way down the eyelets to the reeling mechanism. Something important that you want to keep in mind is to keep the line straight through all the eyelets and never wrap it around the rod and go through an eyelet. This will make reeling and casting more difficult for you. Once you reach the spool, what you want to do next is open your bail. Once the bail is opened, you'll then want to wrap the line around the spool and tie off a firm knot around the spool. There's really no preferred or right knot to use here. I myself like to use the clinch knot, or also known as the rapala knot. But a slip knot, half knot, or any other just firm knot will work. Once the knot is firm around the spool, you'll then want to close the bail. The bail will close on top of your line running down to the spool, and you'll just be about ready to go here. Then keep a small section of line firm above the spool in your hand, leaving one hand open to reel the line onto the spool. If you don't keep a section of the line above the spool tight, there's a good chance that when you start reeling the line on the spool, you'll get a ball of mess on your spool and it will tangle. So keeping a tight section of line there is very important to keeping a clean, tight spool. So I'll begin reeling here. So you just want to continue reeling the line onto the spool. Usually your reel somewhere on the spool or around the reeling mechanism, depending on the test strength of your line, will tell you how many yards your spool maximally holds. So I have about 10-pound test, so that allows me, with this Shimano reel, about 150 yards of line. So I'd want to reel for about 150 to 130, whatever your desired length of line on your spool you'd like to have. And there you have it. That's how you spool line onto a reel and rod. Thank you.